Good afternoon, everybody. Let's have a little fun today with showing a video of the men's hockey team winning gold against Canada. I don't know when it was, the other day, not that long ago. This hasn't happened since the Miracle on Ice back in, I don't know if it was 1980 when that happened. I think they won the gold against Russia at that time. But it always seems to come down to the end, and it's always the USA and Canada. Of course, Canada thinks they have the best hockey players, but there are a lot of Canadian players on in the NHL, so I can see how they would think that. But people were monitoring this game, and the women also won a gold for the USA, the hockey team. And the men did too. I'm sure that they were probably not the favorites to win, I would assume. Well, lo and behold, surprise, surprise. Let's take a look at the winning goal. I think it was an overtime. And the player who shot that winning goal and what the Zionists are saying about it.
Oretsky. Now Jack Hughes pokes it around the car. United States numbers. Rocket across it comes. Jack Hughes wins the golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 Miracle, the United States takes the gold. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
So the winning goal came from Jack Hughes, and if you watch the whole thing, it says he plays for the New Jersey Devils, but I didn't know this either. But of course, the Zionists had to point this out, that he's Jewish. I don't know what difference that makes, but Laura Loomer had to make some mention of it on her X account, that Jack Hughes, who won the winning goal for the USA, that they got the gold, was Jewish. And it's like, so what if he's Jewish? I don't get it. There are a lot of Americans in this country that are, not native. I would say practically everybody is, from another country at some point or another. Of course, there has been, generations of families that have lived in this country. So yeah, I get it, whatever. But so he's Jewish. So this is what Laura Loomer, her stupid account and her stupid post, and what she had to say. And what she said, I'm going to go into her account, see if I can find it. What she said was that, I wonder if Tucker Carlson wants him to have a DNA test. I mean, this woman is really bizarre. She's just really, really bizarre. I don't know if you saw her clip with Randy Fine, and Randy Fine making another stupid idiot, another idiot, making a comment about dogs and the Muslims. And Laura Loomer had him on, and she is making out with her dog. It's disgusting. She's disgusting. Okay, this girl, woman, whatever she is disgusting. So congratulations to the men's team, the hockey team. That is awesome. I mean, they haven't won gold since 1980. That's a long time. That's too long. It's too long. And so the other thing I wanted to talk about was, let me see if I can find it. The blizzard.
5% of Cape Cod in the dark. Help can't just drive over to fix
bad.
this.
And
if you're in Bristol or
who
Plymouth
they
County,
keep
you are
talking
effectively on your
about
own until the
is
plows can break
southeastern
through.
part of Massachusetts.
Don't leave your home and don't expect
Fall
an ambulance to
River
reach you
is
quickly.
being
We're not
mentioned
saying that to
quite a
scare
bit
you or be like,
because
haha,
they've
you're in a
got
bad situation. It's just like, hey,
so
another reminder.
there's a
don't
lot
do
of snow
anything that
down
could
there
possibly
in that
put you in a
part of
situation where you needed
Massachusetts.
somebody's help.
The
Lie
North
flat.
Shore
Don't move.
right now has gone to 18 to 24 inches, but down there in the southeastern part of Massachusetts, it's over 30 inches. Barnstable, they have lost their power. Over 80% of the people do not have power. and emergency vehicles cannot get through. So, you have to be prepared for these things.
How's the
They
snow
do
able to stay on the
have
trees in this
kits
wind?
that you can buy.
It's like cement.
They have
Heavy, wet,
radios that you
dense
can
snow.
use. Maybe
And a
walkie-talkies.
lot
I
of it
mean,
is
I don't
coming
know.
off in the wind, but
And
some of it
food
just
as
sticks on there
well.
like
You need to
glue.
be prepared for these things. Now people are starting to comment and say that it's starting to get cold in the house because they lost power, and some have infants. And this man said to get into one room and cover the windows with blankets and just stay in one room so you can keep
Someone said,
warm.
I've been
And
shoveling my
not
face
to
off for the
open
past
up the
hour. I'm taking a
stove,
break now. This is
probably
way too
because of
much snow.
carbon
I
monoxide.
agree. This is too much
Because
snow.
if
Too
you
much.
are going to do that, make sure you open up the window.
Well, we're going to have some places approaching 40
I
inches
know
of snow.
it's terrible. It's terrible. Some
The snow
woman
that
wrote
stopped
in
falling
and
in New York and New
said
Jersey.
that every 30 minutes
The snow
she
has
was
stopped
shoveling
falling
'cause
in
she
New
didn't
York and
wanna
New Jersey, but the
be,
danger for millions of people is actually starting to
caught
peak right now
inside
because
and being
chat is
able
blowing
not to
up with
get out.
comments like
So she
that.
was shoveling everything. I
And
heard,
also,
I
there's a bunch
heard
of
it's
medical
very
professionals watching
heavy
this
too.
stream,
And they're telling people
calling
that
out
have
heart attack
conditions
snow. ER
not
visits are
to
shooting
shovel.
up as the snow
So don't
stops behind
shovel
the
if you
blizzard shield here.
have physical
Because we have reports of
problems,
25 to 30
especially
inches of heavy,
heart
wait concrete
issues.
snow across the tri-state area.
Wait
Heading
it
out to
out,
shovel,
have
you need to
somebody
hear
else
this.
do
Cold
it,
air
whatever.
constricts your
Whatever the
arteries
case may
while the
be.
physical labor spikes your
Again,
heart
be
rate.
sure when these things
It is
happen.
a perfect storm
And it,
for
it's
cardiac
not just the
events.
Northeast. Everybody
And
has their
we see a
problems.
spike in ER visits
everywhere
right
around the
now.
world with the
And
weather.
every other time we
Make
get a
sure
storm
you
like this.
have some emergency
Take small scoops,
kit
take
lined
frequent
up
breaks, and don't
for
push yourself.
things like this. If there's a blackout, that you can still use the internet or the radio, keep in touch, see what's going on. And like I said, I think it's in Barnstable, emergency vehicles cannot get through. So
If you
whatever
have an elderly neighbor,
medications
go
you
check on
need,
them or
make
shovel
sure
their
you're
walk.
stocked up.
So they
Just
don't have
think
to
of
risk
everything
their
you
life to
can,
get the mail.
so that just in case you cannot get out at all.
The storm ain't
that,
over just
you
because the
have,
flakes stopped
something.
flying.
So
let's
be
try to stay
prepared for
smart.
these things, because you never know, when these things can happen. So
By the way, if
So
you want
everybody,
to pull
again,
up
stay
Jaden
safe
Pappenheim's stream
and
or
stay
Brandon
warm.
Coppock's stream anytime that I've not
Stay
got them up, you can
inside.
always do that in the Weatherwise
No-
app. It's
don't
free. If you need a good radar
travel.
app, that's the one for you.
I just don't think it's very
There's a link in the description, y'all.
safe unless you really, really have to. Unless people know what they're doing
We've
in
been
these
live
situations.
now for
but
8
even they're
hours
getting
and
stuck.
30 minutes.
So
That's 18
just
and
be
a half hours of
careful.
coverage on
Use
this
your
storm.
common sense. Don't open the stove up. If everything is closed in your home, you're going to get carbon monoxide. So don't do that. If you are, open up the window a crack and get that air in there and that it circulates.
I said, Ryan,
And,
what
keep
mail?
yourself
That's a good
warm
point.
with
That's
the
actually a good
blankets,
point.
anything whatever it is that you got.
I guess the mail ain't
They
running.
say
is it?
not to use a generator in the house, in the garage, or whatever.
There's
So
another y'all meter.
just use your common sense.
Big time snow
with these
removal
things.
operation in South
So
Kingstown.
this is, I believe,
Rhode Island.
it's
This is
still
where we got that
snowing,
33.5
and it's
inch report.
probably maybe the worst part of
At what
the
point,
snowstorm
this
is
ain't even a
over the
table cake anymore. This
southeastern
is a
part of
table mountain.
Massachusetts.
How's the
I
table
believe
even
it
standing?
stopped snowing in New York City, but
I mean,
this
the
is going to
doghouse
be
is
off
about
and
buried.
on type thing. Hopefully, it'll start tapering
I mean,
off.
This is getting
in a little
ridiculous. This
while,
is
in
getting
an hour or
plumb
two,
ridiculous.
And you'll just
Real
get
cake.
some here
you,
and
Shelley,
there.
for
But I
sending this in.
heard that Wednesday you might get some more, not like this, but you might get more snow. So again, guys,
Speechless.
use your
I
common
don't know what to
sense.
say.
Common
Middleborough,
sense.
Massachusetts.
Have everything you need, especially food and
Saving that
water and everything else. You know what happens when you lose power? You really can't run anything, and you're gonna get cold. You're not gonna be able to eat that much, cook anything in particular. So anyway, that's what I wanted to mention. But getting back to the hockey team. So where is it?
Michelle went to check our vents and almost got stuck. Oh no. This is in Barnstable.
So, as you know, the hockey team won. The American hockey team won the gold against Canada. And the winning goal came from a young man, his name is Jack Hughes. And they said he plays for the New Jersey Devils, which is a pro hockey team. So, and like I said, Laura Loomer had to mention that he was Jewish. And I want to go to her account. I'm going to go to her X account. And she did mention it in her account. And I'm going to see if I can find it, but let's see what else she had to say. I also talked about she's has this post now on for a few days. I stand fully in support of Governor Mike Huckabee. No, everybody needs to be pressuring the White House to issue a statement condemning. No, there should not. Let's just say today is going to be a very interesting day. Yeah. You know what? Freedom of speech, Laura Loomer, just like you want to say whatever you want, other people have the right to say what they believe as well. And you know what? Mike Huckabee did the same thing, no matter how foolish he sounded, which he did. He sounded ridiculous. His interpretation of the Bible is incorrect. Some people still believe that. They can believe whatever they want. The Bible does not talk about land. That is not what the Bible is about. It won't be long before Tucker Carlson completes his transformation by fully converting to Islam. It's got nothing to do with being Islamist I don't know what this woman is talking about. She really is an idiot. Laura Loomer is an idiot. Okay. Stephen Miller says there are thousands of cartel operatives in the United States, and that includes AIPAC. Following remarks on a podcast by Netflix, board member Laura Loomer called the streaming platform anti-American and woke. She's also anti-American. She really is. Next thing you know, is going to tell us he doesn't change the batteries in the smoke alarm. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a terrible thing to say. Is this a real headline? Spoiled tourists complain about being stuck at luxury resorts amid cartel violence in Mexico. Don't care. Sick of Tucker Carlson. Here it is. Is this one of them? You can hear the genuine pride in Donald Trump when he called. Trump is one of the boys. I want to find that post where she talks about the young man who won the gold for the United States, Jack Hughes. Let me see. She's got a lot of things about Mexico. A lot. And I don't know why. I don't really care. Don't really care about Mexico at this time. I don't know why she's making a big deal out of it. You are a sick person. You are basically saying you want people to murder President Trump over the Epstein files. A jury should acquit him. Fake news. She's fake herself, let me tell you. She's just a joke. Oh, yeah, of course she's got to attack Fishback, who's running for governor, who's a Republican running for governor of Florida. And he does not want to send any state money to Israel. So she, of course, she's a fraud too, let me tell you. She can spot him a mile away because she's a fraud herself. So this is Laura Loomer's, like I said, this is her purpose in life, is to go after people that do not support AIPAC in Israel. That's what she does. Let me see. I know I saw it about the hockey team. Laura Loomer. Oh my gosh, she can't. I don't know why. This was the amazing one. She forced Tucker. Laura Loomer is a joke. She's just a joke. She still has to pay the American Islamist Relations Organization because she accused them of taking down her Twitter account back in 2019. She lost it. Actually, the judge threw out the lawsuit, and instead she has to pay them for attorney's fees. She's still paying for it and she's trying to stop it, but it's been 3 times now where she's trying to pause or stop the payments to CARE. And the judge said no, 3 times is, enough. They're gonna, in other words, they're just gonna keep saying no. His aunt and contact. Is this the same? New. The White House. You can't take our country. You can't take our game. Yeah, Israel. You can't take it. Source tells me the name. Brother, I don't care about that either. Let me see. She take it down? Of course, it's always about Tucker, let me tell you. She looked like a guy. Oh, man. Of course, this is for Israel. Mark Zell, the chairman of Republicans Abroad in Israel, says his law firm will happily file a defamation lawsuit for Isaac Herzog, the president of Israel, against Tucker Carlson after Tucker Carlson used fake AI photo of Herzog with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, brother. Watch it come out to be true. This needs to happen. These people all know about how to sue, let me tell you. I think President Trump got a facelift as well. It looks like he got one too. Breaking. Man, oh man. These posts. Oh yeah, Islam. She's all worried about Islam, but not AIPAC. Not AIPAC. She's not worried about AIPAC and that they have infiltrated our government and this country. No, she says it's Islam. Right. Of course it is. It's always somebody else. It's never AIPAC. It's never Israel. They can do no wrong. Laura Loomer does no wrong. They do no wrong. These Zionists just do and say they have just like no wrong. They're like perfect. They can say whatever. They endorse all these people that, like Mike Huckabee, is saying nonsensical things about Israel taking over the Middle East because in the Bible it says so. This is ridiculous. And I can't believe that he is the ambassador to Israel and represents this country. This is a joke. But, hey, Laura Loomer thinks it's great. Good. I'm glad Tucker Carlson endorsed Fishback for governor of Florida. Good, because he won't take AIPAC money. Let me see. What else? She's got the same thing over and over and over again. Of course, she's going to support Mike Huckabee because he's a Zio for Israel, just like she is. Just like she is. Venezuela, Tucker again. Tucker. She is obsessed with Tucker Carlson. It's called Muslim money. Not AIPAC money, though. No, that's not floating around in D.C. at all. No, Mary Madison's money is not flowing at all. It's always the other side. It's never. This is what you call journalism. This is called biased journalism by Laura Loomer, who only... I don't even call it reporting. I don't know what I call it. This is a propaganda channel. And she only has one side of the story. She doesn't say anything about what is going on in Gaza. She has nothing to say about the project, the Board of Peace, nothing. She has nothing. This investigative journalist has nothing to say about what is going on in Gaza. She's really a low class. I can't even believe that the people that she, thinks that she's friends with because she thinks she's in, it's just, these people are really stupid. They are. She's a fraud. She's just a total fraud. Oh, there's Tucker Carlson again. Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson. Oh my God, Tucker Carlson, Mike Huckabee, Tucker Carlson, Mike Huckabee. These people are traitors. These people are traitors. There's no doubt. They don't help. They don't help this country at all. They really don't. They need to go, all of them. All these Zios that put Israel first and think that our money has to go there, these people all need to be put in their place. Big time. Big time. I still can't find that post where she mentioned that Jack Hughes was Jewish. She's a propagandist. She knows how to spin a story. She knows how to. Oh, there's Nick Fuentes, of course. You got to have him on here as well. Huckabee. Wow, this is really something. Well, you know what they want us to do? You know, they want us to just shut up about Israel, and that's it. No questions asked. And here is Laura Loomer making out with her dog. Oh my God, this woman is just sick. Really. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that. Let me see what. I want to go to Thomas Massey. See what he has to say. Where did it go? That's not it. Where did he go? No. That's not what I wanted. Where are the X? There it is. Okay. Let me see. Where did he go? Where did Thomas Massey go? Let's see if I can find him again. Thomas Massey. Ah, there we go. Gosh, it's all the way down here. Let's bring it up. Let me see. So he spoke at the Passenger Vessel Association in Covington. I guess that's Kentucky. I began by apologizing to any boat operators who had to spend the week repainting ships named after British royalty. Some wheat is sprayed with glyphosate just before harvest to help dry the crop. The weed killer is applied to wheat intended for human consumption. The EU banned this use. Some claim glyphosate is used for desiccation on only 3% of US wheat crops. We should end this practice. Yes. Yes, we should. And he had a bill to not spray that crap on our food at all. Okay. Of course, Laura Loomer doesn't say anything about that because really, she's got nothing to say except about being except for being about where did it go? I keep losing this. What is this? Yeah, here we go. The only thing she can talk about is Israel. That's it. That's it. That is her prime concern. She's Israel first. And I wanted to go check an article on Jack Hughes. And Jack Hughes lost teeth before his Olympic gold winning goal. And let me see if they mention anything about his ethnicity or his family or what religion they are. And I don't know what difference that makes. So far, I haven't seen anything. But Laura Loomer had to make a point of it. Jack and Laura Loomer. Let me see. I want to see if they have her post. This is Laura Loomer. See this right here? You see that color? She's blonde. This is her natural hair color right here. This is what I was talking about. She colors her hair black to make herself look like she's Middle Eastern. Look at all the work she has done to her face. Look at the cheeks, the lips, the eyes. I mean, she looks like another person. But that's Laura Loomer right here on the left before she did all this stuff to her face. That's her on the left. Does she look like she's Middle Eastern to you? No. Look at the injections on the lips. Her top lip, how big it is. The bottom one is big too. And look at the fillers and how her cheeks pop out right here. These are the cheek fillers that they use. And then she had an eye lift. It looks like an eye lift as well because her eyes here are much bigger than they are here. She had that. She had a facelift. She does Botox probably. She does a lot of things to her face. And I guess she just doesn't like being blonde. That's Laura Loomer on the left. That's Laura Loomer on the left. She's a fraud. She's a fraud. Big one. And a big one at that. She's a big fraud. I'm going to try to find that later if I remember her saying, Laura Loomer, that is saying that Jack Hughes was Jewish. So I'm going to find it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave this here to show you the before and after of Laura Loomer. And this is what I mean, partly what I mean with her appearance anyway. She's a fraud. She's fake looking, right? She looks like, I don't know if she did anything to her nose. I'm not sure about that. Definitely the lips, definitely the cheeks, definitely the eyes. And the hair color also. She's trying to make herself look Middle Eastern or Jewish. That's what she's trying to do. She's an opportunist. That's what this woman is. And she's not Jewish. She never talks about the Jewish religion. I understand it, and I'm not sure because it's hard to find information on it, is that she was raised Catholic. Her mother is not Jewish. Her father is. But she wasn't raised Jewish. She doesn't know anything about the Jewish religion. She never talks about it. All she is a Zionist using her religion as a Jewish person on her father's side to get where she is right now. And especially next to President Trump. She thinks she's got all this influence with President Trump. She doesn't. She thinks she's like this big shot that knows all these people in DC, and she's like in this in crowd. That's where she likes to give that information out. And Marjorie Taylor Greene made this excellent point. There was some kind of press conference or whatever was in the White House. She wasn't there. Laura Loomer wasn't there. And I don't know what the Pentagon is doing with this woman, the so-called investigative journalist, that her question was about the Muslim Brotherhood. This woman is a joke. This woman is a joke. Period. End of story. But there's Laura Loomer over there on the left. So to wrap it up, congratulations to the men's hockey team. So glad they won the gold. Yahoo! I'm sure they were the underdogs. And the women too, great, congratulate all those people that won medals, not just gold for the country, and people that competed too, that might not have won any gold, but, hey, whatever, you're there, you're in the Olympics. So congratulations to all the people on the U.S. team that did make it to Milan. And stay safe when that blizzard, it should be over pretty soon. Hopefully that at least the worst part of it should be over. And you might get snow here and there, but I heard there's going to be more snow coming on Wednesday. Not like what you have right now, but there's going to be more. So the storm is lingering. Be careful. Take precautions. Use your common sense. Do not open up the stove or, gas for carbon monoxide. If you are, open the window. Use your heads, people. Don't be stupid. Keep the kids warm, especially infants. Make sure you bundle them up. If you're losing heat, don't have heat. All those things. All those things, you should have an emergency kit with flashlights, radio, whatever they have, even food that is made for emergencies like this. And if you don't have it, maybe you should stock up, for just in case, right? All right, so stay safe once again with the people up there in New England and the area, in the Northeast area. Use your common sense. That's what I got to say. One last thing, Laura Loomer had to make the point that Jack Hughes, who had the winning goal to have the U.S. team win the gold, was Jew or is Jewish. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to see if that's true, because she says that's what she said, and I really don't know why that is so important to Laura Loomer. Only to Laura Loomer, who has to make points that, instead of having people come together, she has to make these dumb statements about somebody's religion. I mean, if it was a Catholic, would she have said Jack Hughes, a Catholic, won the gold medal for the USA? And this woman is really something wrong with her. I think she's looking for fame. That's what I think she wants. That's what she's looking for. So, and some people get a little cuckoo with that, thinking that people know who they are, they're a celebrity, they're famous, and I'm pretty sure she might be in that fold. Okay, so there's Laura Loomer, the real one, on the left. That's what she really looks like. To me, she doesn't look Middle Eastern at all, but I think on the right, she's trying to make herself look like that, because it's a persona and it's a act that she has going on so that people will follow her, and all that great stuff. Because she's Jewish. She thinks she's got the upper hand because she's Jewish. No, the Constitution is in this country, and the Constitution applies to everybody in this country, not just Laura Loomer and her Zio crony friends. That's it, guys. You have a great day. Stay safe. Stay warm, especially if they're in the Northeast. Use your common sense. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.